Hi friends, welcome back to Global Hub TV. The Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, on Sunday made a U-turn following the criticism that greeted its support for Vice President Yemi Osinbajo over the 90 billion allegation purportedly used to finance the 2019 general elections. CAN makes a U-turn and they say they are not exonerating Osinbajo. It clarified that CAN support for the number two man does not amount to exonerating him from prosecution if need be for his alleged involvement in any form of crime. The clarification followed anger expressed by many Christians in the country over the body's declaration for support of Vice President Osinbajo on Friday in Abuja. Well, this tells you how complex politics and religion works. There is a kind of intertwining between religion and politics. Right now, Christian Association of Nigeria is backing out from their supposed support of Vice President Osinbajo. As you know, he has been accused of getting money from the Federal Inland Revenue to run the last presidential election, and I think he would never have done this by himself without the president and the support of the party, in which Christian Association of Nigeria has now seen as a form of crime, corruption that is dipping their hands into the coffers of the nation's wealth, dipping their fingers into the treasury. That is what they have done. The clarification followed anger expressed by a lot of Christians all over Nigeria, and they asked why Christian Association of Nigeria, that should be a body that upholds morality, but would rather support Vice President Osinbajo. Anyway, CAN has claimed Osinbajo was innocent of the allegation against him. A former deputy spokesperson of All Progressive Congress APC and now a chieftain of the People's Democratic Party PDP, Mr. Timi Frank, had accused the vice president of allegedly collecting 90 billion naira from the Federal Inland Revenue FIRS to fund the 2019 election. They expected him as a pastor not to have done so. They expected him to have stood more upright as a Christian that he is. But unfortunately, politics and religion moves hand in hand in Nigeria. Christians, the head of churches, and politicians, they move hand in hand. Whenever the president or any politician is not ready to move with the leading or the elite pastors, Islamic clerics, there is always this noise, and you hear that they are not interested in this government. This government is trying to Islamize Nigeria and all of that. It is supposed to be a dichotomy, two opposite sides, particularly the type of politics that is practiced in Nigeria. But that is not what it is. Instead, it is an intertwining of interest amongst clerics, churches, pastors, religions you have in Nigeria. The major religion, which is basically Christianity and Islam. There's always a kind of connection between both of them. The national president of CAN, Reverend Supo Ayokunle, who spoke on Friday after a visit to the vice president at the presidential villa on Friday, vowed to mobilize Christians against any act to destroy the works of the vice president. But in a statement signed by the Special Assistant Media and Communications to Reverend Samson Ayokunle, Pastor Adebayo Oladeji debunked allegation that it was trying to protect the vice president from being tried for any alleged wrongdoing. The statement said CAN does not endorse corruption, and it has not exonerated Osinbajo of the allegation against him. It said anyone accused of corruption is expected to prove his or her innocence in the court, adding that its visit to the vice president was to hear from him on the issue before reacting. According to him, the leadership of the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, can never endorse corruption, and has never exonerated anyone accused of corruption, because we are not a court of law. Anyone accused of corruption has to prove his or her innocence with documentary evidence before the court of competent jurisdiction, as well as all know before his or her innocence can be upheld. Can leadership visited the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo last Friday to hear his side of the story, instead of rushing to the press either to condemn him or throw weight behind him. This, we believe, there is no law that is against our action. After we interacted with him and he said the allegations was baseless and should be treated as rubbish, and not only that he said that he was going to pursue the matter legally to prove his innocence. We then assured him that if he's proved innocent, we will throw our weight behind him. We therefore prayed for him and our nation, Nigeria. We urged him to continue to serve the nation with clean hands. The leadership of CAN has never endorsed corruption. In our earlier visits to the President Muhammadu Buhari, we had praised him for fighting war against corruption, but urged him to make it comprehensive, sparing no one irrespective of political affiliation. Now you see that the world is divided into religion and tribe, and this is what is being played here. Anyway, let us meet at the comment section below. What's your take about this development? What do you think about this? And a lot of people have been saying that Osinbajo is a used and dump. That is what they called him, and a lot of people have mocked him online. They've called him Vice President Academics. Why? Because he has been stripped of privileges and the offices, the agencies that he is in control of, and also he has to report to the president or to Abba Kyari before he performs any duty or takes any action. Now this shows that he's just what people call mumu, or some might call him a puppet, and that is what some people are actually calling him now. So what's your take about this? Let us meet at the comment section below, and while you're at that, if you have not done so, kindly tap on that subscription button and also the red notification icon bell. It's very important. Tap on it so you'll be notified whenever new videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.